Hey, we're back once again with some more recipes. This one is going to be a really pretty simple one. There's a few ingredients involved, but it's really pretty simple. It's going to be a level 1 homemade pizza. And the reason it's a level 1 is because we're going to be using a crust bought from the store. If you were going to make your own dough for the whole thing, that'd be a level 2, and we're not going to deal with that right now. This is going to be one of those, we can make it quick in 15 minutes kind of thing. So what we've got is our Wewalka pizza crust. There's a bunch of different kinds in the store, but we just happen to like this one. And this one comes in a roll like this. So you gotta pull the crust. All right. You gotta be kind of careful with it because it wants to stretch and sometimes tear if you're not gentle enough with it. And sure, you could order one of those delivery places, but ew. It's gonna taste much better and fresher, all that kind of stuff. All right, get it all the way rolled out of here. So I'm putting it, it comes on a wax paper, but I'm also putting it on a parchment paper in the oven so that I have, when it drips over, if it drips over, then it's not gonna go onto the bottom of the oven. So I've got it on actually a bigger piece because you can see it almost doesn't really fit on the one that comes in. So start with that. We've got an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce, not tomato paste, but tomato sauce, which is the more liquid stuff. And then, now you know me, measuring is for fools. Measuring is for baking and tasting is for cooking. So I'm gonna put in some oregano. And okay, that much oregano. A little bit of thyme. Some basil. All the stuff you would normally expect in Italian seasoning. And a little garlic salt. So there's garlic powder and there's garlic salt. This obviously has the flavoring, the garlic with the salt, and I want a little bit of salt into our, well, at this point it's pretty much used up. So mix that all up. And then carefully spread it across the dough. And then spread it out. Make sure you're getting it all spread and covered as close to the edge as you can. And see, as you get it that close, that's why when you're cooking it, it could could spill over if you're getting it that close to the edge, and just as soon keep the bottom of my oven somewhat clean. All right, so there's the seasoning and the topping. Now I'm going to put on pepperoni because we want a pepperoni pizza tonight. We're gonna have pepperoni and we're gonna have some sliced onions up. We got some red and green bell peppers, and then we will cheese next. And actually, I've even forgotten the other part. So you should be getting your oven warmed up. So I'm gonna get my oven on. The wrapper says 400 degrees for a convection oven, which is what we have, is a convection oven. So we'll get that going. Now we'll put on the cheese. Be generous with the cheese, because it's cheese. This is mozzarella, fresh grated mozzarella cheese. Or I guess it's considered shredded. If it's grated, it's almost like a powdery form. So you want shredded mozzarella, not grated. If you've ever been in an oven or in a restaurant and they say, "Would you like some cheese on your salad or on your thing?" and they do that little, that's grated cheese. This is shredded. Okay, and now pepperoni. And since we like our pepperoni, I'm going to put a lot of pepperoni on. Nice little rows. Because in some ways, I am one of those people who has to have things in nice, dainty little rows. In other ways, not, but my pepperoni, it's got to be in a row. All right, all the pepperoni on. I just sprinkle the rest of the stuff on across the top. Just making sure all the parts are getting some of the goodness. Red green bell peppers. It looks like Christmas. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. All right, there we go. And a little more cheese on top, because we can. Not a bunch, but just to give it a little extra. Okay, the pizza is made. We just now have to bake it. So, we're going to open up our oven. I'm going to grab a rubber mitts. Slide the rack out. Now this is where it gets a little tricky. Depending on what kind of crust you have, it might be a little easier, but so this one's gonna kind of sag in the middle because of all the weight in the middle, but I gotta be careful and look at that, just like a professional. Okay, it is on. All right, now the wrapper says 10 to 12 minutes. We have found on our stove, it takes like 7 or 8 sometimes. I mean, it can go really quick. So no matter what your wrapper tells you, just keep an eye on it. And you'll see, we'll come back in a few minutes. I'll show you what it should look like. You know what a done pizza looks like, but you wanna make sure the stuff is melted, but not burning. So we'll see you in 5 or 6 minutes. All right, it has been like 8 or 9 minutes. So it was not the 10 or 12 that the package said, but it looks like it's done. So off goes the oven. There's the oven and the convection. All right, and that's what our pizza looks like. Now, I cheat a little bit because if I just pull that out of the paper, the paper would probably tear and we'd have a mess. So I cheat just a little bit by grabbing, if I can. Oh, okay, fine. We'll do it this way. There we go. So I just put a cutting board underneath it and pull it onto the cutting board so I can get it out of the oven without it just plopping. Don't like to have plopping pizza. All right. So I'll take it up to my bigger cutting board. Once I have that, and I have this little kind of, you know, end up cutting the pizza with this little slicer. Pull the paper out. Ah, look, nice golden brown edges and cheese all melted. Oh. I have my handy dandy little cutter here. So, like so. And we have pizza for for 4 pieces each, or if you have just 2 pieces each, then you have it for 4. Or if you have it for 3 people, then you have 3 1/3. Anyway, that's your pizza. It's a level 1. It was 15 minutes, and you have pizza. And it's not that stuff that gets delivered that's not that good. Fresh, tasty, better for you. So I think that's it. We have a level 1 pizza. See ya.